Overnight, people rallying for the hostages in Tel Aviv, calling for a ceasefire.
Well, there's frustration, there's anger on the streets of Tel Aviv. This is the movement pressuring the Israeli government to get a deal to get the hostages home. But a deal also depends on Hamas.
Hamas considering an Israeli proposal, which would see an initial 6-week pause in the fighting and 33 hostages released in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. CIA Director Bill Burns, one of the key mediators in the talks, with Hamas pushing for a definitive end to the war. But an Israeli official saying Israel will, under no circumstances, agree to a deal which ends the war. This morning, a mother of one of the hostages saying Prime Minister Netanyahu is, quote, hiding behind those anonymous comments, accusing the Israeli leader of initiating another move to torpedo the deal. Netanyahu under pressure from hardliners in his coalition government, vowing to invade the crowded city of Rafah in southern Gaza with or without a deal. Jonathan Dechelchen, whose son Sagi is, we think, one of 5 Americans still held by Hamas, telling me he hopes Netanyahu will prioritize the hostages.
We will see whether our prime minister has the moral backbone and the political backbone to stand up to these forces and do what's for the good of the country and not just his own narrow political interest to stay in power. We will know that fairly shortly.
And Hamas insisting any ceasefire hostage deal must include a written commitment from Israel for a long-term ceasefire. So the negotiations on a knife edge, and after days of talks, the two sides still unable to reach a deal. Tom Sufi Burridge, ABC News, Tel Aviv.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.